Hello and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. Now, last time we had to talk with Josephine and Minive, and I think this time we're going to have a look around the rest of the keep.
And I shall embrace you. In my arms lies eternity.
Yes, anyway. Let's summon the War Council. Just for a second, we want to see what Liliana's brought back. So, go to report ready. My dear Liliana, your author friend is truly a mystery. Our search uncovered only a string of foreign accounts. The trail of coin led from Antiva to Tevinter to the Free Marchers and Orlais. Someone hid their tracks well, but not well enough. Your writer is in Kirkwall. Remember, you owe me a favour. So we get the amulet of an amulet of power from that. Interesting. Deal with relatives of... Letter from Inquisition diplomat to Ambassador Monlet. Dear Lady Montelet, it is true distant relations of the House Trevelyan are claiming close friendship with the Herald of Andraste. A boast is one matter, but the boundaries of tact and decency appear to be invisible to these mountebanks. During a ball in the south quarter, I witnessed a cousin 5 times removed from Lord Trevelyan threatened to have the Inquisition fight his rival. He quickly left the party after I made a connection with the Inquisition clear. But the problem stands. We must deal with the Herald's relatives taking his name in vain. Lady Buttlefort. Well, okay. We'll send Liliana. Then I could afford some proper lighting in this chantry. And Varric likes this a little more. What does the Amulet of Power do? Varric only. Gains an ability point when equipped. Okay. Cool. We'll make sure to give that to Varric if we see him again. The Maker. There was no word for heaven or for earth, for sea or for sky. All that existed was silence. Then when the voice of the Maker rang out, the first word, and his word became all that might be. Dream and idea, hope and fear, endless possibilities, and from it he made the firstborn. And he said to them, In my image I forge you, to you I give dominion. Over all that exists, by your will may all things be done. Then in the centre of heaven he called forth a city with towers of gold, streets with music for cobblestones, and banners which flew without wind. Here he dwelled, waiting to see the wonders his children would create. The children of the Maker gathered before his golden throne and sang hymns of praise unending. But their songs were the songs of the cobblestones. They shone with the golden light reflected from the Maker's throne. They held forth the banners that flew on their own. And the voice of the Maker shook the Fade, saying, In my image I have wrought my firstborn. You have been given dominion over all that exists. By your will all things are done. Yet you do nothing. The realm I have given you is formless, ever-changing. And he knew that he had wrought amiss. So the Maker turned from his firstborn and took from the Fade a measure of its living flesh, and placed it apart from the spirits, and spoke to it, saying, Here I decree opposition in all things, for earth, sky, for winter, summer, for darkness, light. By my will alone is balance sundered, and the world given new life. And no longer was it formless, ever-changing, but held fast, immutable, with words for heaven and for earth, sea and sky. At last did the Maker from the living world make men, immutable as the substance of the earth, with souls made from dream and idea, hope and fear. Endless possibilities. And then the Maker said, To you, my second-born, I grant this gift. In your heart shall burn an unquenchable flame, all-consuming and never satisfied. From the Fade I crafted you, and to the Fade you shall return, each night in dreams, that you may always remember me. And then the Maker sealed the gates of the Golden City, and there he dwelled, waiting to see the wonders his children would create. Canticle of Theranodus 5 1-8. Okay. Bit of background there. I would leave those for a codex video, but I'm not sure if they'll go back in, like if they go into the codex, so leave it. We're gonna go a little bit of exploring of our keep. This is effectively our keep now. Ooh. I heard that. Is that hitting something? Ooh, it's hitting that. Really? We're tall enough that... Oh, our weapon hit it. I get it. Founding of the Chantry. How long is this one? Okay, it looks like we got a codex. I'm just gonna check whether this actually unlocks in our codex. If it does, I will leave them until later. So, Founding of the Chantry, that'd be history. Well, I know that we found this one in a book earlier, so that's fine. Well, I'll read these later. I'll get them now, but read them later. Just so that I don't spend all of every episode doing that. Oh, we can open this. We can't open this though because we don't have the keys. We don't have a rope. Okay. We got a kind of prison system down here. I imagine we must be able to get prisoners later. That'll be fun. Let's see if we can hit this light on the way past again. Yeah. Right. On we go. Continue exploring in the keep.
Heaven has been filled with silence. I knew then, and crossed my heart with shame.
Okay, so some people over here to talk to. What more importantly, this chest. Fulfill Inquisition requisition with the Quartermaster. So this must be the Quartermaster.
No, my lord, I don't know where the other nobles are. I suggest you ask Ambassador Montillier. Oh, you're him. Thren, Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
What do you do here?
I make sure the Inquisition troops have food in their bellies and iron in their hands. Both are important. Lots of people expecting us to be heroes, marching all day to fight the demons. Turns out heroes need to dig latrines just like everyone else.
How does someone end up as quartermaster for the Inquisition?
I served for Eldon under Ten Loghain MacTier. Best commanding officer this world has ever seen. After they all turned on him at Denerim, though, there wasn't much use for people who held that opinion. Queen Honora offered my services to the Inquisition. It was a kindness. She knew I supported her father and got me away from the political garbage.
Yeah, so this is a kind of an interesting bit here. I wonder how my character would have thought about Loghain. I don't know. Imagine being in for Eldon as a noble. You'd have thought that Loghain was... Originally, he was a hero. Then he was kind of a traitor, but the events were probably pretty muddled. I'll just go for the no wonder you're unpopular kind of middle ground. I'm not particularly in either direction, but I can see how it affects her.
With that attitude, I can't imagine how you made enemies in Denerim.
People just don't want to hear the truth. I was at Ostagar, and I know what really happened. King Cailan overextended his position, and the Grey Wardens were too late lighting the signal. Following the original plan would have gotten everyone killed. Ten Loghain made the right decision. I apologize. Sister Liliana told me I shouldn't talk about this. Just forget it.
If I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site. Maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Okay, so let's inspect this. So we can get more weapons if we have logging stands and iron. Okay.
You find anything we need, let me know.
Yeah, okay. I'll be back, maybe. Liliana. Good opportunity for a chat.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood? To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing?
You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
I speak for no one but myself, and I have no answers for you.
Then we can only guess at what he wants. The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
Maybe you should be angry at the people who murdered her.
If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the Divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
Maybe you have another purpose. I could help you find it.
No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come. To work, then. We will speak later.
Okay, seems I'm in a bit of a crisis of faith here. Yeah. I'm sure she'll sort it out in the end. So... Solus, hello.
The chosen of Andraste. A blessed hero sent to save us all.
Am I riding in on a shining steed?
I would have suggested a griffon, but sadly they're extinct. Joke as you will, posturing is necessary. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
That question? Nope.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay there. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a mage rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against your will.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
Well, it's nice to know he's going to stay. Hopefully he'll be willing to come out in a few trips with us. Possibly to the hinterlands. Apothecary. Find recipes through exploration or visiting merchants. Visit the apothecary with herbs you gather in the wilderness to upgrade potions. Use the equip station to assign different potions to each of your party members and replenish the potions you're carrying. Use the upgrade station to permanently upgrade your potions. Okay.
Sacred Ask told me that he...
Look who's back from the dead. Again.
I don't recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making knows where, though. So, you're welcome.
I didn't realize. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, you can pay me back by fixing the world. Name's Adan. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
How are your people holding up?
There's no shortage of work. That's for damn sure.
I'm not going to ask him if he's cranky. That seems like a very bad idea. This is like, are you angry? You sure you're not angry? You're just going to wind him up. Ask him if he needs any help.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the Conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
Farewell.
Okay, so we can upgrade potions, equip potions. Oh, read. Perfect. I'll read this one. Pulse normal, breathing normal, still unresponsive. Careful drop, feed or prep. Elf fruit extract to hasten his recovery. A lot of thrashing. Mutters about too many eyes. Something about the grey. Encouraging. Okay. Loot. Ring of bleeding, ring of life drain, cooldown amulet. Okay. So we got here. So I can put regeneration potion there. But that costs elf fruit to use. And healing potions are forever.
Let me know if you need anything.
Okay, I got it. So healing potions you just kind of always get, but what's it called? Regeneration potions you need to get the ingredients for. Nothing in there. Have a quick look at our map. See what's going on. Josephine, Nerva, War Room, Liliana, requisitions for weapons, alchemy, Solus. So we got to speak to Varric, and we've got to go to the Haven's Brightest, merchants, and blacksmith. Okay, so let's go talk to Varric. Well, over here.
Mages will be able to seal the breach.
Hello, Varric.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
It's not so bad. I'm taking it in stride.
Better than most of us, then. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
The breach needs to be sealed. The sooner the better.
If it can be sealed, you might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky, that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
Yeah, he slightly disapproved of us there.
Thank you for hurrying with the potions. We have so many injured.
Good day. Or good as it could be with the sky ripped apart.
What kind of person stays to run a shop at a time like this?
The kind with nowhere else to go. These blasted demons destroyed most of my goods. If I stay here, work some contacts, I can start rebuilding. Maybe, just maybe, help you folks out in the process.
You must speak with most everyone here. How are people doing?
Hope and fear in equal measure. No one really knows what it means when an Inquisition is called. Yet. I imagine it's no better for you. You've got my sympathies, for what it's worth.
And later.
Stay safe.
Okay. Bit more back around here. So we're looking for the best. Right. That'd be over that wall there. So is there any easy way out? Nice, through the front gate would be a quite easy way out, really.
If the Inquisition wants to field a decent cavalry, it needs better horses. I heard Seeker Pentecost might try to acquire suitable mounts from Master.
Fender coats arms. Okay, some heavy armor. Hello?
Expected you, big boy. I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
Sturdy and warm. It's perfect.
Good. World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
How did you come to be here?
Come from a little town called Lothering. Long gone now. I was in Redcliffe when the Darkspawn hit it during the Blight. Helped rebuild. Left when royalty decided it was time to hand the place over to the bloody mages. Ended up here. Just missed the boom. Can't decide if I'm the luckiest son of a bitch walking or the exact opposite.
You're still walking. That's always good.
True enough.
Yes.
Oh. Goodbye.
Right.
We don't really have anything to bring them, so let's kind of leave. What's that dot on the map mean? Let's go find out. Oh, there's a nug. Right. Oh, come on, come back here.
Goodbye.
Nug skin. Perfect. Bit of leather. Oh, there's another nug. As much as I'd like to go chasing the poor defenseless animals all day, I think it's time for me to go and look. There's a few more people to talk to over here. And then there's this one. And then we're kind of done with this area, and we can go on to the first real mission. Hello, Sandra.
You're kind of a force of nature, aren't you?
When I need to be.
It's impressive.
You flatter me.
I'm trying.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool. And they may be right.
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
What's going to happen now?
Now, we deal with the Chantry's panic over you before they do even more harm. Then we close the breach. We are the only ones who can. After that, we find out who is responsible for this chaos, and we end them. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them. I only pray the price is not too high.
Well, we're not going to say that what she's doing is bad. That's just going to dishearten her. And I don't really believe that. I think she made the right choice.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
Can't say I'm not grateful to hear that.
I can be harsh, I know. You've said you believe you're chosen. Does that mean you believe in the Maker?
I believe he exists.
That's comforting. Surely the Maker put us both on this path for a reason. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
Okay. Good conversation there. Let's see who else we got to talk to. Cullen. Okay.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
At least I got everyone's attention.
That you did. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
You left the Templars for this. You believe the Inquisition can work?
I do. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new Divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
No, but if you have one prepared, I'd love to hear it.
Oh. Sorry about that.
This still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Ryden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
Okay, what is... Okay, what is this? Okay. Again, I ask, what's this? That's kind of weird. Maybe it's just a spot. Like you say, you've been here. Yeah. Okay, we'll go find these passing notes. Ooh. Perhaps we'll loot the chest rather than trying to eat it apart.
See reason, Lisette. We cannot stay here.
Why not?
Because we're Templars.
What does that even mean anymore? That we splinter and fight amongst ourselves instead of protecting the mages? You're the one they're calling the Herald.
It rather rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
No. I did not join the Order to adjust my faith so easily. But I appreciate what the Inquisition is trying to do, and your role in it. Though you may find not many Templars do. We're a distrustful lot by nature.
How did you come to be a Templar?
It seemed the right thing to do. My family are tradesfolk in Denner. I could have become a cobbler like my father, but this seemed better. It's a chance to uphold the Chantry's laws and help the mages through a troubled time.
Not every Templar feels that way.
I know. Power can corrupt. It's a delicate balance. One person trying to do something can make a difference. You should keep that in mind, Harold.
I'd like your take on the Templar Order.
It's a shadow of what it was. Where once we both protected all people from dangers of magic, we now posture and grab at power. One day, I hope the circles are again sanctuaries where mages can practice their craft.
You're not going to rejoin the Order?
When the temple went up, your forces rescued those few of us still alive. My life is a debt I intend to repay, however I can.
Do you have any idea what caused the explosion?
No, I'm just a recruit. Belief and faith doesn't get you closer to the important meetings. Though that distance did save my life.
I will talk to you later.
Walk in the Maker's grace.
Okay, so finish that quest there. Well, for that conversation, we're going to have a quick look up there. We're heading back to the war room. And then I think we'll end the episode after that. A bit of flower picking along the way. Gather herbs and metals out. Yeah, craft potions. And the compass pulses, press V to search. Searching indicates hidden objects.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
Okay, it seems to think it's in there. But we found the notes. Okay, that was very easy. Let's head back to the alchemist. That was it. Right, where was the alchemist in? Okay, we need to skip the merchant menus. Can we get up this way, or did I just take the wrong path? Well, good, we got very sturdy walls. Fortunately, they're doing a grand job of keeping me out. Barrack. Yeah, I think if we stay inside the walls, we'll go to... Does that say loot? Perfect. If we stay inside the walls, then we should get to the alchemist, no problem. Is he in here? Yep. Hello.
You're back. And in one piece.
You said you thought Master Tajan was working on something special. If it helps, I found his notes.
The old codger was on the edge of a breakthrough here, but he couldn't see it. You want some of these mixed up? You just give the word.
Farewell.
Lyrium potion recipe. So I could have lyrium potions if I... But not on this character. I'm gonna click here. I could say on Solus, take lyrium potions. Okay. Cool.
Let me know if you need anything.
Out of curiosity, did any of them level up? Yes, we have points to spend. So, Cassandra, we're going to put stuff into source stuff. You're less likely to be staggered when hit from the front. Fight harder when you're hurting, gain stamina when you lose health. Okay, well, that's payback strike. Cover from disabled condition, last out with great blow. Shield wall. Actually, I think we're going to have a look at the Vanguard tree. I'm going to give her a war cry, because that shields and gives her extra... that gives her a shield and gives her another taunt. And... yeah, we'll give her armor bonus. And it gives her a bit more constitution. Apply that. Good. We're fine for using all of that whenever she wants to. Oh. I should probably look at... I don't want Warcry being used... Oh, okay. Fine. Yeah, that's better. We don't need Warcry being used unless I tell them to use it. Oh, although now that I noticed it, we have preferred, and I'll set these preferred. Right, Solus, let's have a look. We have a few mage trees here. He appears to have stuff in fire, electricity, spirit. I think spirit is going to be good. It's got defensive barriers and heal injuries. I think we want him to be our healer. So, I think we're going to put threat reduction, which will definitely help out. That's got a cooldown of 24, that would only make it 20. That would give him a barrier when he gets injured. Maybe we'll look for another attack. Well, maybe we'll look for a attack. So he's got stuff in frost. Let's see what we got here. Mana surge, your barrier explodes into wild magic when enemies destroy it. The blast freezes all nearby enemies and allows you to cast your next spell without consuming mana. In standing still, you enter a meditative state that restores your mana at enhanced rate. Fade step allows to jump a short distance. Frost mastery. Increase your effectiveness when chilling. I think we're going to choose Mana Surge. Hopefully this will mean that the barrier spell will also, it'll work for everyone. It'll freeze nearby enemies. I think that's just a good little synergy we've got going there. So what build we want to use both of those whenever we can. So what's Caltrops do? Scatter spikes behind you, hurting and slowing down enemies who come after you. Okay, that's fine. What does he have stuff in? Not dual wielding, archery, traps, and nothing in Super. I'm gonna give up. That works. Deal more damage when shooting from an elevation. Do damage to enemies that are only lightly injured. I like the idea of his long shot going through targets, which that one's got. Traps we could. Let's say, never score a critical hit, regain stamina. Poisoned weapons, making you attack poison enemies for a short time. I'm gonna take that. And yeah, I think I'll take that and the upgrade to long shot. Tactics, we want him using all of that whenever he can, but we especially want him using poisoned weapons. Okay, we'll keep that. Can I equip them? Out of curiosity. Yes, I can equip them. So we got a few new stuff. I think that was somebody finishing a mission. That's a mage staff, yes. So we have the best that we can have on. Yeah. Actually, I think the armor penetration might be better from the longsword now that I look at it. Raider Greatsword, yeah. So we will switch on to Cassandra. How's the Inquisition shield versus her current shield? It's not as good. Okay. And we don't have a short weapon for her, no. Next, Solus. Glacial staff should be much better. Yeah, it's much better than his current staff. It's kind of weird that it still shows the other ability. Aggressive bow. Yeah. Bianca's pretty good weapon by the looks of it. I think that's the only one he can use. I'll look at it more. Okay, so we don't want to look at weapons anymore, we'll look at armor. So, she's got the Defender coat on, give her a Mercenary coat, it's not as good. Give her a Templar helmet. Okay, give her that. Solus, can't use these. And Varric, can't use these. Okay. But we know for him we have an accessory of the Amulet of Power. Gain a single ability thing when we give it to him. Given that he's going to be doing most of our auto attack damage, we'll give him the Bleed on Hit trinket. And let's go to main character. Give him the Ring of Life Drain. He'll be close combat and he'll need it. And we'll give him the cooldown modifier. Upgrades. I'm not going to upgrade right now. I don't know entirely what it does. So, one last thing what to do. And this is Varric got another ability point because we gave him the amulet. Let's use that in here. So no, leaping shot, you dive out of trouble and fire a hail of arrows. Explosive shot, I like the explosive shot sound. And that does more damage to health enemies. Cool. So we're almost done. I'm just going to head back to the war room. Finish off those couple of quests. And then, well, hand them in. Actually, I'll do that next time and then do the fast travel. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.